dominant in the run and pass game, which Coach Wade said I can. I just need to focus in and do everything right and just be confident so I can play to my best ability.
Is there anything to just letting it go sometime and if you make mistakes, so what?
Yeah, for sure. Like he preaches like not to think too much and like not play like a robot. So I've been trying to do that, and like even if it is not technically my gap or something like that, still try to make the play.
Keaten, do they have you working at just Jack or Jack and Sam?
Sam mostly, but I know the other playbook, like Jack playbook, like 80-90% of it I feel like. So I just need to keep studying the Jack side of the position, but I feel like I can play both pretty good.
What's the biggest difference from Jack to Sam?
Definitely the coverage aspect. I feel like playing in more space. I feel like Jack is a little more physical, but I feel like I'm ready for both those things.
What's the biggest thing you've had to work on, from last year to now?
Definitely just playing, like he said earlier, not being like a robot and just not trying to do everything right. Like when I see a play and I can make it happen. So definitely just working on that and just working on pass rush, definitely just getting on the edge, using my hands and trying to affect the quarterback as much as I can.
Coach White kind of compared you to Josh Paschal in the sense that he was a nice guy too, smart, conscious. But when you're out there between the lines, sometimes you got to flip that switch and become someone else. Has that been a challenge for you to kind of bring that a little bit more of that violent strike ability?
For sure, yeah, I feel like it has because I'm really a calm, keen person outside of football. So it definitely is just flipping that switch. And he's also been preaching to me about bringing the energy to the team because when I'm down, it affects my play, affects other people's play. So I'm just trying to bring my energy and try to do it every play I can.
How much of a grind is it to keep that intensity, that mental fortitude during the heat of summer camp?
Yeah, for sure. It definitely is mental, just trying to keep my energy up every day off camp. It's like we're almost done with camp, so I just need to make sure I finish strong and do everything right so I can make an impact on the field this season.
What did you see last Saturday from the defense?
I saw just a bunch of guys just playing. Definitely need to fix our effort. That was number one, I feel like. Just running to the ball and playing together. So I feel like effort is the most thing we got to work on after that scrimmage.
Why is that an issue, you think, effort? Because that's it seems like that would be the easiest thing to do.
Definitely. Just Coach White just preaches on it, just running the ball, finishing the ball, because like you never know what will happen if the person breaks a tackle or they get a good game, because you got to run to that ball so you'll be able to stop them. So we get another chance, an opportunity to stop them on the field. So he just preaches that a lot, and we just try to implement that in practice every day.
Earlier this week, the offense.
Probably the biggest thing he's done is attack the weight room. He's really attacked the weight room, with Coach Ed and Coach Hill and those guys at working hard at being intentional about his body and changing his body. Secondly, man, again, he's grown in his process of understanding his role and the pieces around him and being intentional about how to take notes, how to study film, spending my free time doing those things, and so that's been positive to see, and I think he's seen some results because of that.
And the other guys, I guess, with him right there, Jordan, JQ, what are you seeing from them and what do you want to see them keep working on?
I want to continue to see those guys be consistent in every day. They got some high days, some low days. I want to be consistent, understand the challenge of playing the ball at this level, every day, especially versus the guys we have in practice. I got to be on my A game. So they're getting an opportunity to really develop their skill set. And so just the consistency aspect, being consistent and understanding, hey, sometimes they're going to get us at this position, right? We want to win more than we lose. And understanding that, and not letting the good play or bad play linger.
Your tackling practice football, like me, you all were bringing the wood, so to speak. The tackling continue to improve?
Yes, that's something we've been intentional about all off season, right? It's not just getting guys to the ground, but the fundamentals in doing that, and so that's something that, again, going into the first game, you always are conscious of, and throughout the season, you got to stay conscious of it. So we put a concerted effort on doing that, and got to continue to do that.
We take that very personally because we know we're capable of as a group.
JQ, what's been the area I guess you've been really trying to focus in and hone in on this fall camp?
Just attention to detail and being consistent every day. I would say that.
Okay, and what's the competition like between you, Max, Jordan? You know, you're all both kind of going after the same spot. What's that been kind of like?
Yeah, man. Our relationship has grew tremendously over camp. We have built a really close relationship to where now we're coming to you guys. I can come to Max or Jordan Robinson and ask them questions about responsibilities, and they helping me out. It's a healthy competition, man. Like I said, we're friends off the field. We go out together on weekends. We really have built a relationship throughout the season.
And does that help when, building that relationship aspect when you're out here on the field and you're just kind of working through stuff?
Absolutely. I say with our relationship now, like when they're coaching me up, I don't take it personal as like they know more than me. It's like my brother's trying to help me out. So we all have the same goal. We was able to work together.
I feel like the chemistry has come together as a unit out there in the back end.
I feel like it's coming together really well. We all have different personalities, I'd say. We got some very loud guys, some quiet guys, kind of some chill, mellow guys, but we all blend in very well.
What have you seen from those three safeties? It seems like they could be a really special group this year.
Yeah, man, they're tremendously super helpful, man. Jalen Geiger, Jordan Levitt, Zion Childress, and also Ty Bryant is very helpful too, man. I always have my back. I never feel like I don't have help. I always trust my guys, and they help me play fast and trust myself.
Ty Bryant, how much have you seen from him? You've been around the college game for a while, but obviously you've been here since the winter. Just how have you seen him kind of grow since you got here?
Yeah, man. With me just finishing my freshman year, I know how important and how advanced he is, man. He's super driven, man. He has a great mindset. He's a very hungry kid, and he's disciplined, man. The sky's the limit for Ty Bryant for sure.
Jake, how do you feel the defense and the cornerbacks as a whole did tackling out there in the scrimmage on Saturday?
I think we did good. Coach Collins was giving us a hard time. He was telling us prior to the scrimmage that it's going to be our first day tackling, so make sure we get guys on the ground. It was some situation where he'll pause the film and be like, I don't know if you guys will make the tackle in this situation. So we was very excited to showcase our skill set when it comes to tackling.
After the scrimmage, when you reviewed the film, was he pleased with your all's tackling?
Yeah, he was pleased. He still has some coaching up to do, certain just things to be critiqued. But, yeah, he was very pleased on our tackling.
Is the intensity level different here from where you come from?
I would say football is football, but the speed and the receiver group we have is definitely different, man. I'm coming every day to compete against Barry Brown and Dane Key, so it's a challenge. Every day I get up to bed, I'm excited to compete against the best. That's what I came here for.
What do you feel like the defense has done on just making the job tough for Devin and the offense?
I think we did a really good job, but I also feel like the offense, that goes for the offense too. Like a lot of the formation Coach Cohen gets and like the route concepts, man, I feel like when we play another team, we're going to be very prepared because they're giving us crazy looks. So
it's a lot of pride. Everyone tries to put their best slot defender out there who can guard. Usually the slot defenders are the receivers and the slider ones you try to get the ball to on third down. So I feel like I take it highly that they put me out there to guard their best slot receiver on third down.
What's the biggest difference from playing in the slot and covering guys versus outside?
It's really just the route tree. It's the route tree, so it's a whole different route tree from inside to out because you're working with way more field. Come inside, and you got to be involved in run game if they were to run it and screen. So it's just route tree, I would say.
Being out there scrimmage 11-11, being able to tackle the ground, how you feel the defense tackled overall, and how you think the secondary?
We're aggressive, man. There's some guys that want to get to the ball and want to hit, and they're not going to shy away. So it's a good look.
How much better are these receivers helping you guys out?
They are, man. I swear each week they get so much better. I mean, each one of them. I was just talking earlier about AB. That kid's got so much better, so good. He's getting a lot of touches, and it's just good to see him. He's growing. He's getting to the point where he's really pushing us. He's beating some guys deep. You gotta be watch out for him. And you got guys like Dane. He's consistent. He's doing it every single day. Barryon's Barryon. You gotta be on your P's and Q's. And then T-Rob's making a lot of jumps too. I feel like I'm in the slot a lot with him, and just his releases and his twitch. I mean, it's got so much. It's hard. It's hard to guard him.
What have you seen from Max, I guess, since the end of last season and progressing to this point? Where is he, from your kind of point of view, where has he made the most strides?
He's made strides in every last category there is to making strides. Yeah. I mean, when it's inside, his kid's with me now. We come get extra work in every time. If we want to go upstairs, sometimes he'll be up there before I get up there. He's active in meetings, so he's answering questions, asking questions. And then when it comes to the field, he's just a student. And, he's made strides in every way, and it's really just, I'm proud to see that. It's cool.
You got some running backs that are going to be lined up in the passing game also. Mm-hmm. How much more difficult does that make film study?
It is, because you got guys like Demi. He just transferred in. I mean, I call him. He's not even a running back to me. He's a receiver. That kid can run some routes, and you got like Jatan and Ray, which they all are good route runners, especially for running back position. And it makes it a lot harder. It puts a lot more stress, especially on some of the linebackers. We have to switch up. It makes it harder on them, so it puts a lot more stress on defenses.
You see Coach Cohen kind of like over there grinning sometimes, and all these toys he has to play.
He has a lot of people back there that can do it. Yeah, I'm sure.
It was said early on that Isaiah Cummings said he beat a linebacker so bad that they sent him down to work with y'all. Cummings?
Oh, yeah.
He beat so bad he had to come down and work with y'all.
Yeah, right.
That's what he said. I don't know. Is that true?
Pro golfers, they hit a bad shot. They say they got to put it out of their mind, right?
Yeah.
And you guys don't want to get beat, but if it happens, how do you just keep moving on to the next play?
That's how it is. You have a goldfish memory. Short term, it goes in and out.
Andrew, a lot of guys talked about a hit that Jalen made in the scrimmage Saturday. Just what have you seen from him less than a year removed from that knee injury?
I mean, that's nothing new for Jalen. I mean, he's a big hitter. I mean, that kid's a ball player. I mean, I'm proud of him. I talk to him every single day. How's it going? How's his recovery? But I'm really happy to see him back out here making plays. Like, it's almost like he never left. And I mean, he just fits right back into what he was before. So it's good to have him back out.
What are some of the similarities and differences in competing against a Will Levis and a Devin Leary?
It's a lot of similarities because they're both really good quarterbacks, and it's so much different too. I mean, Devin brings a whole different aspect than what Will would, but in a very good way. Which Devin, he's going to dissect you every single way. I mean, over the top. I mean, you could be on this hip, and Devin's going to put it right here where you can't reach it. Like, it's going against him. It helps everybody just because you got to be. Like, sometimes just being there is not good enough. You got to really focus on the little things.
How frustrating is that when you've done your job? It's
really frustrating, man. It just happened to me on Saturday. It's really frustrating. I was there right here, and he just puts it right here, and it's like, dang, good ball.
Gold